host Chetan. We are back with this new special guest, our first new guest in a long time. We have our friend Nandha, and he proposed an idea. He's been wanting to come on for a little bit. He proposed an idea where we rank the last. Well, he originally said all the MVPs since 2000. That was a little crazy. Uh, so we edited that down to all the MVPs since the turn of the last decade. So since 2009, 2010, LeBron is the furthest back we're gonna rank.
Mhm.
Yeah. So without further ado, let's just get started. Right. We'll do how we usually go about it. Bottom up. We'll start with there's 17 MVPs, so we'll just start with number 17. We'll let the guest do the honors. Nanda, who's
Yeah.
your number 17? Who's the worst MVP since 09-10?
Worst MVP. Okay. At number 17, I have Shea Gilgeous. No, I'm kidding. I have Stephen Curry, 2014, 2015.
Really?
Stephen
Okay.
Curry.
We do not agree. We do not agree. Okay.
Yeah, so I chose him because, first of all, I think James Harden deserved this MVP. And statistically, this season he was like, let me pull it up, 23, 4, and 7. So not really that impressive. I remember the voting. I remember this race pretty clearly. Like the voting was pretty evenly split between Harden and Curry,
Hmm.
and Harden was the second seed with a much worse team, I think, and better stats. So it's still a great season. Don't get me wrong, but it's on the lower tier of MVPs, I think.
What about you, Chayton?
My 17th MVP is Joel Embiid from 2022 to 2023.
Whoa,
I mean, for me, it's the number.
Dude.
The
that's
numbers.
crazy.
The numbers are crazy, but he only played 66 games. He played one game more than like what the threshold is. He also like barely played like the last two games. I think he like played like 10 minutes in one of them. Like he was not healthy that whole season. The first half of the season he was amazing, but I
Dude,
think
he
like
averaged more than a point a minute.
he did, but he played literally
I
one game over what the threshold is.
No,
So I
last
mean,
place is crazy. Okay.
I don't know.
Alright,
Yeah, so that's
maybe you
17.
guys will disagree with mine
Yeah,
then.
this is gonna be a lot of disagreements.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is good. I'm already a fan of this episode. I have 2010, 2011 Derrick
I knew
Rose.
this. I knew you would pick
Uh,
this.
I mean, to me, first of all, LeBron deserves MVP, but they just didn't want to give him five, bro. I don't care.
No,
It,
okay. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Finish.
like
Finish.
this was purely a product of an incredibly well built team, best player on the best team that season. If you look at Derrick Rose's stats that season, if you're saying Steph Curry, I don't have Steph Curry much higher to be fair, but if you're saying Steph Curry's stats were bad, I mean, what Derrick Rose averaged 25, 7, and 4. That's slightly better than 24, 7, and 4 for Curry. Uh, Derrick Rose had what a defensive player of the year, Joakim Noah, alongside all defensive, second team Luol Deng. Like this was one of the best coach teams in the league with Tibbs. I think this was really just like truly best player in the best team. Because if you ask an honest basketball fan, bro, who was the best player that season? Like LeBron, bro. It's got to be LeBron. But
I
the but
mean,
the but the villain after going to Miami is the reason he didn't get this award. He would have
I'm,
five straight.
I
Yeah,
I disagree. Shane, you want to go?
I mean, I don't. I have him just like a little bit higher. So I
Yeah,
kind of agree with what Oxford said.
I have him right above. He's my 16th place, but
Mhm.
Yeah.
I would give it to Rose over LeBron because think about like at least narratively, like LeBron joined Dwayne Wade and Bosh that season, so automatically he's not the most valuable because if you take him off that team, they're still a playoff team. Take
Ooh.
Rose off of it, he's the number one offensive option. There's literally no one else
Then
offense.
it,
Like
then
maybe
I
like
expect
Luol
for
Deng or Joakim Noah. There's literally no one else on that team,
then let's
offensively
I don't
speaking.
want to predict the future, but I expect for a certain Oklahoma City Thunder player to be your number one then, bro. I'm not gonna lie. If if
I mean,
if
I Derrick Rose is 16th place. He's not even high on my list, but
fair,
I just think that season he deserved it over LeBron.
fair.
That's a valid take.
To me,
I mean, that year too, like he was 22 years old. I think that's like the narrative of him being that young is probably. I think that's why they gave it to him. Like just somebody that young being in the running with LeBron. Like I think you're like, oh, okay, this would do numbers for the league. But like Osher said, the numbers aren't like eye popping to me when you're comparing it to like the other 15 people that are higher than him. So I also have D Rose's season at 15 or
and,
16.
and like I know like I don't want to be like the advanced stats nerd, right? But like PER is a pretty good indication of how valuable you are. He's
Mhm.
he's 7 points off 16th place. In
Yeah.
like he's 7 points lower than the second worst PER on this list. It's it's kind of like, I mean, fair narratively, I get, and I guess that's kind of why we left the criteria kind of vague, right? Because it's like each of us have like a different take on like what makes an MVP season more valuable. But I guess I didn't really take narrative into that much of an account. But if you look, I mean, I don't know. I just didn't think. I think Derrick Rose fans do a lot more of the propaganda for Derrick Rose than how good he actually was that season.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I agree. That season was a bit overrated, but
Yeah.
I think he still deserved it.
Yeah, and you had Derrick Rose at 16, right?
16, yeah.
Yeah, and Chayton, you did as well.
Yep.
Yeah, and I had 14, 15 Steph at 16. So I wasn't too far off you, Nanda. I agree for the most part. I think Harden deserved that MVP as well. I think the Warriors just coming out of nowhere that season. It wasn't like that. I mean, they were still like a playoff team in years past, but they were super dominant that year. I think they won 67 games that year. Like it was first year Steve Kerr coaching, first year Steph Curry kind of took that step to the next level. No one saw it coming. I think that's why he got the award. But I agree with you. I think Harden probably deserved that award in the end.
We're at 15 now.
Yeah,
Okay. Nanda, you could start.
Okay, this one is where like even I got a bit confused, but I have 2021, 2022 Nikola Jokic at
dude.
14.
Wait, is this the season? No, this was the season after he finished with the sixth seed, or was this season he
This
finished?
is the 6 seed
Okay,
season.
okay,
So I don't know about you guys, but I take standings. Probably I put more weight to that
okay.
compared to other
Mhm.
people. So 6 seed. I mean, he had insane stats, but just that winning impact wasn't there this season. I'll be honest, I don't remember it too much, but based on like my recollection and what I see statistically and in the record, I just don't see it as highly ranked as some of the other ones on this list.
Yeah. That's a valid argument. I have him just like a little bit higher, but for me, I
I have
have
a
him
lot of higher,
15.
bro.
You have him a lot higher.
I'm a liar. Yeah.
Okay, I have him just a tiny bit higher. But 15 for me is 2014, 2015 Steph.
Okay.
I think like the numbers don't pop to like either one of us. I think like
Mm.
the season was cool, but like Harden averaged what like 31 a game that year. Like the offensive production he was doing was pretty crazy. Steph did shoot like almost like 50, 40, 90. I think he shot like 49% from the field, 45 from three, and like 90 from the free throw line. But like 24 a game, 4 rebounds, and like 7 assists. Like I think you could do better with numbers wise MVP. So I'll put that at 15.
I don't feel comfortable having this player this low, bro. Okay, 15. It was a lockout shortened year. I had 11, 12 LeBron, bro. Just
Man,
because he just didn't play the requisite amount. That's the only reason. He just didn't play as many games as the other guys. I know, and he was on pace for a 57 win season, which wouldn't be in the top 10 of like wins in this list. So like I that it hurts because that version of LeBron is like still one of the best basketball players I've ever seen. But in comparison to the large body of work that like the other 14 guys have on this list, it's gonna be hard for me to put that version, like a player who only played 46 games and still had the ninth most losses in this list, even only through playing 46 games. So I- I'll I'll put LeBron there.
okay, very very unpopular.
All
Okay.
right, now that you can
Um,
go to the next one.
next one. Okay, you are not gonna like this. At number 14, I have 2016, 2017 Russell
Nah, this is
Westbrook.
just wrong, bro. This is just incorrect.
Like I said, I value winning. I think my logic has been pretty consistent though. I had Jokic in the place before this. He was a 6 seed. Westbrook was also the 6 seed. He had a great season, phenomenal season, triple double, historic. I don't really care too much about the triple double part. It's just like meaningless rounding numbers
What
to
about
me.
the fact that his second best player was Andre Roberson? What about that? Does that play
It
into
was
account
not.
at all?
It was Steven Adams, but anyways,
He's terrible. He averaged 9 points a game.
bro, Andre Robertson was not better than Steven Adams.
I mean, at that point, that season he might have been, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but it's still a phenomenal historic season. But I just value like the other players on this list more, man. Like I enjoyed those seasons a lot more than Westbrook. It was awesome, had iconic moments, but I just can't rank this one over that one because of
Wait,
the standings. I think
who else was on that roster that year?
Yeah, none of the name who was on the roster that year, bro.
No, I'm genuinely just asking, like curiosity, like out of curiosity.
No,
Like,
Anthony,
that's my
Anthony,
point.
yeah.
This is the point.
Anthony Morrow, bro. Don't sleep.
I don't. Anthony Moore wasn't on that
He
roster.
wasn't on that team.
No.
All right, rip. My ball knowledge
So,
is
it's-
sucks then.
so that starting lineup, by the way, was Chetan used to be favorite player Victor Oladipo was probably
All
like
right,
that
Indiana
was
legend, bro.
that was the worst version of Oladipo. He got Andre
He
Roberson
was
at the
good.
3. He has I think Jeremy Grant at the 4 and Steve. No, Jeremy Grant wasn't there that year. Who was the 4 that year? It was Steven Adams at the 5 and Ennis Cantor off the bench. Like genuine, like Ennis Cantor was like whatever. Ennis Cantor's in the news for the wrong reason these days, but but uh,
WNBA
but
legend.
But this is where I push back, right? Because you mentioned earlier that like most valuable player, like where did like I don't think the Thunder finished with 10 wins without him that season. That was the worst team in the league.
Yeah, this is a weird thing, dude. Like,
But like,
I
I
don't.
feel like that specific argument, like that is part of the argument, but you can also make that argument for a lot of other teams. Like if you take away
Yeah,
like somebody's other team's best player, like that team would also be like a lottery team or something too. So I think like you can use that argument, but at the same time you gotta like put context together with it. But like his team was complete shit regardless.
could you imagine if Andre Roberson was the lead point guard in the team, bro? Their backup point guard. His name is Samaj Kristen.
Oh, I only know who Samaj Krishnan is.
Shout out so
From
much,
there.
Kristen.
Yeah.
All right, that's it.
Yes.
And you go. Who's your what are
We're
we
on
on?
14, right?
Who's your 14? Yeah.
14, I have 2021, 2022 Jokic. I think like me and Nanda kind of thinking the same. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
Mhm.
a lot of MVPs recently too. Like, it's usually the one seeded team's best player, like something like that. Again, like Jokic's team that year, the Nuggets, I think were like really injured. So like, if
Yeah.
that's half the reason they even were the sixth seed and that low. But the numbers are crazy. Like he almost averaged a triple double. But like again, being a sixth seed, I can't put him any higher.
Yeah, I have both of them a lot higher. I have Jokic very similar to where I have Westbrook. So like I guess
okay.
I didn't take I guess like because Jokic's roster that season there was no Jamal and no Aaron Gordon for the whole year. So he was pretty much just playing a backups the whole year. That's why I think he gets a little bit of a push because like he was 20 27 14 and 8 that year.
Yeah.
Dude, like
Nasty.
I mean, yeah, it's just nuts. And the fact that they even made the playoffs this year crazy, even though they got bounced in the first round. We're only doing regular season. This is too low. I'm just gonna say it off the bat. I should have. This is too low. I have 18, 19 Giannis
Damn.
at 14.
Okay.
Damn.
Um,
Okay.
it's just hard for me to put him above the other seasons, especially when I value another season that he had like significantly higher than this one. Um, but still, this was still a really, really impressive season. They were the 1 seed, 60 wins. He averaged like what 20, 28, 13, and 6 on 65% shooting. He's still insane. I do think this year, though, I think Harden again. We're gonna see a lot of Harden. I think Harden deserved the MVP this year. I think he averaged 36 a game. I
Yeah,
like at the time I was a Harden hater, so I was like, I definitely at the time thought Giannis deserved the award. But looking back on it, bro, that dude is putting that team on his back every night, man. And they were the 1 seed in there. I think they were the 1 or 2 seed, and they were in the 2 seed because of the Warriors. They're the 2 seed in the West that year. They went toe to toe with the Warriors the whole year. I thought Harden should have got that award. And a big criteria for me is if I thought someone else deserved the award, then you're probably a bit lower on this list. So that's why he's here.
yeah. I have Giannis in 13, so right above.
Yeah,
So at 14, sorry, we're
you
on
just said
13.
14. You're on
Yeah,
13.
so 13. I have Shea Gilgeous, 2024, 2025. Um, wait,
Wait,
listen.
2024, 2025?
Yes, and
Oh, wait.
I'm gonna explain
Okay.
my ranking later. Okay, I liked his last season better than this one.
I do too, bro. I do too.
Okay, but the reason why is obviously what number 1 seed, phenomenal season. But I just think statistically, like the numbers don't pop as much as the previous seasons. Like it's like what 35-5. Like all the
No,
other, yeah. What is
no,
it?
but you have to keep going though, bro. He shot
What?
six. That was the highest true shooting percentage for a 32 point per game season in NBA history.
Yeah, but I think the players above on this list have more eye popping stats, in my opinion.
You think
Like other
2018
other
19
than
Giannis had a more eye-popping statistical season than like 68 win Shea?
yeah, he had 27, 12, and 6. Giannis 2018, 2019. That's not that.
60, 68 wins? The most
Giannis
Ye-
blowouts in NBA,
Ya-
54 blowouts.
Giannis had 60.
He had 54 wins by double digits.
I don't know. I think Shea had a better team. Shea had a better team around him
Oh,
than Giannis. Using your argument, using your argument.
yeah, bro, but there's like levels, bro. Like
What do you mean levels?
Shea is better at like everything that season. Shea was probably
Shea is better at defense than Giannis.
I mean, no, but I mean, Shea's probably. I mean, comparing perimeter players and low post players and defense is a bit convoluted. But like Shea carried so much more of an offensive burden than Giannis that season for sure. Definitely, bro.
Who was Giannis' second option?
I mean,
Chris
Middleton.
Middleton.
Middleton was so solid.
Yeah, Chris Middleton was okay that year. Yeah,
He was
And Drew
good, but
Holiday.
yeah.
And
Ch-
Shea had no Chet that year.
how long was Chet out?
60 games.
60 games. I take J Dub over Chris Middleton. Second option though.
Yeah, it's probably close.
Yeah, we're on 13, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Already some crazy takes in this episode. It's gonna be nice for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I also have Shea here, but I have
Let's
2025,
go.
2026 Shea. I don't have
No.
2024,
2025.
Nah, that's
That's even worse, bro.
That's way higher on my list. Okay.
You know, I don't know. I mean, I think this is his stats wise like his worst like offensive season if you compare it like statistically to the other season. How many games did you guys win? You guys won 68 and then
62,
64.
64, yeah.
Yeah. So like
But he was
it's
better,
not,
bro. He was way better this year.
wasn't he also like the season before like 2024, 2025, wasn't he like also I mean, I'll make my argument why that's higher next, but wasn't he like the second player to like average 30 points per game and like 50% from the field or something?
Yeah, but he just did that he just did that again, but he did it better. Like this year he averaged 31 on 56% shooting. That year averaged 32 on 51%
Yeah,
shooting.
but the first time Loki cooler though.
Okay.
Like, come on, man.
That's the best argument I've heard, bro. First time is always
The second
cooler.
time he's just bragging. I was like, I'm nice. So
Fair enough.
yeah,
Okay.
so
I
that's
like that.
that's
Like that.
13 for me.
Okay. 13. Damn. I did not
Okay.
expect to hear his name that fast.
Yeah.
13 I had 17, 18 James Harden.
What?
Yeah, but
You
bro,
had
you had 24 Shea. It was just a better version of that James Harden season.
Nah, I think not. All right.
He's just better at everything. He averaged like more points, more rebounds, better shooting, better PER, more wins, harder
Yeah.
conference.
I think I made a mistake. I ranked James Harden too high.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like even that season, James Harden was still like fucking like he's still 65 wins, and that West was still insane. They were the one seed. Honestly, James Harden kind of gets underrated nowadays just because of
Yeah.
like how much he team hopped after. But like this season, he was like just out of this world. Like he had, yeah, like I said before, 39 and 6 on 62% true shooting is his highest true shooting percentage
Yeah.
ever too. And just put this team on a back every single night.
Dude, he would just spam the same two moves every game and just like fry everybody. Like just a step back three, drive to the paint, and like hook and like flop for a foul, and he would
Yeah.
like,
No one
destroy
could guard
everyone.
him.
I don't know
No.
how he did it.
they
Crazy.
changed the rules because of him, and they still don't implement those rules now.
Yeah.
Nope. Not at all.
Ashrith's team likes the new rules.
Yeah. We're pro, bro. I'm pro flop. I think we're on number 12 now.
Yeah, we're on 12.
Yeah. I have 2018, 2019 Giannis.
Okay.
Not his best MVP season, but still phenomenal, like well-rounded two-way player.
Valid. I have 2011, 2012 LeBron at 12.
Okay. That's fair.
I think like it was a good all-around season, but if you, it's like some of their players like if they have like 2 or 3 MVPs, you kind of have to compare it to their other MVPs too. So I don't think this compares to his other two. So I'll put that
Yeah.
at 12.
And this is 12. I have 2020, 2012. I have Jokic's first MVP at
Oh, so the one that we had. Okay, yeah.
No, this is the one
2020,
before.
2021?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah. This is the one where he finished in the 3 seed. I thought this was the worst of Jokic's MVPs. I again, like I value his ability to carry like a team of nobodies a bit higher because this season his team was pretty much fully healthy, and it wasn't like fully formed Jokic yet. And yeah, I guess I just ranked the other 2 seasons higher. I was comparing this directly with I'll just give my 11 at the same time. I was comparing this directly with Embiid's MVP season, and I just think Embiid had a better year across the board. at every juncture. And if I was comparing the 2 years, I mean, what Embiid averaged
Like 33.
33 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists on a 54 win team, whereas Jokic averaged 26, 10, and 8 on a 47 win team. I compared them both because I found them two a bit similar, and I took Embiid, so I have Jokic here.
Valid. Yeah. I
What
mean,
are
you had that's 2021,
This is this is
2021,
this is 2021 Nikola Jokic.
2022. Okay.
Yeah,
We're
okay?
at 12 now.
No, I think
yeah, and I
11.
just gave my 12. My 12 was Joel Embiid.
Yeah, my 12
We're at
was
11
I
now.
think 11 now. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
11 I have 2020, 2021 Jokic. Same reasons
Okay.
as you. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
And Jay, who do you have here?
I have Jokic as a tiny bit higher, but at
Mm-hmm.
11 I have 2016, 2017 Westbrook.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Um, I think like this is a good place to put it, like kind of like that 10, 11 mark. He was a scoring leader this year too, if I remember correctly.
Was.
Average triple double. Also like that MVP race was kind of crazy. It was him, Harden, and Kawhi. So like him coming out on top against those two, that's pretty impressive. I mean, why 11? It's because of the record, obviously 47
Mhm.
and 35. But you look at the team he had, I don't really think he could have done better than that. So I think
Yeah.
11 is a good number.
Okay. Yeah, I already said my 11 was Embiid. This was besides some of the Shea years and the Kevin Durant year we'll get to later. This is one of the most impressive scoring years to me. I mean, averaging like a point, like more than a point per minute. Like he was essentially load managing his way to the MVP. Like he was playing 31 minutes a game and giving you 33 points a game. And it was just so nice to see him healthy. And I hope we can get to see more of that because you can see even when he's healthy, he took out the Celtics on his own this last season in the playoffs. And me and Chad had a clip out recently and beat over Jokic when
I still
when,
picked him.
when
I still picked him. I picked
that's
him.
not a ridiculous take.
Wait, Prime when they're both healthy, I think it's a debate.
It's,
It's
it's
pretty
not it's not a
close.
ridiculous take.
Yeah, it's
Um,
not bad at all.
this is I mean he's gonna have one of the most like regretful careers I guess looking back on it because it's like what could have been if he was able to stay healthy because I mean
I mean,
that season too he was such a defensive force too and
He
he's
was.
no longer able to be that sort of defensive force but he was such a menace in the paint that season as
It's,
well.
it's just the way like when he stopped playing like the end of the season when he like I said like it kind of just like he like forced himself to play the last two games. Like I was like, bro, like come on. Like I know you want MVP that badly, but it just kind of I don't know. I found it like
no, but
a little weird.
in Jokic and Embiid played head to head, like Embiid destroyed him, right?
Yeah,
Didn't
but there's also like the narrative where like Embiid hasn't played in Denver in like 6 years.
Yeah. Was that the year Embiid dropped 70 on Wemby?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was
Was that the year after? No, Wemby wouldn't have been in the league then, right? That would have been
Oh,
the
that
year
was the
after.
year after.
Yeah, yeah.
That was the year
Uh,
after.
but
Damn.
Yeah, but none of those right. Embiid was giving Jokic work, bro. They're like
yeah.
47 and like 20 or something crazy.
I
I
want a
don't think
playoff series between them so badly, dude.
I
That would
know.
that would feed.
I don't think it's that hard to give Jokic work.
Fair enough. Timberwolves fan speaks.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
Yeah, so I guess I reset the order, but I'll go now. I have at 10, I have the season that you guys had a lot lower. I had a 21-22 Nikola Jokic. And for reasons I said before, I think my criteria I guess is valuing a bit more like carrying like how valuable you were to that team and like everything they still do on offense really, but everything they did on offense revolved around Jokic. He brought the ball up, he got the ball at the top of the key. Yeah, like any look they generated was his. I think he surely had the record for the most points generated in a season. Like it was insane. He broke all the advanced stats. They had to recalculate PER after the season. It was crazy. So,
Yeah.
um, uh, I have the Westbrook season a bit higher. Yes, that might be a little bit of bias, but I'll stick with Jokic here at 10.
Okay, this might be a bit off topic, but do you guys think like the ability to carry a team makes you a better player? Because like I think
No.
Westbrook with the worst cast would be able to carry a team better than like Curry would. But I
Uh,
would
Yeah, I agree.
but I think Curry is a better player. Like on a good team, like decent players, Curry is a better player.
Correct,
You know?
but Curry, I don't think it's, I mean, as the diehard, I don't think it's close. But
Yeah.
the I think if we're just ranking regular seasons and how impressive that season was, like I would have Westbrook over a lot of those seasons just because of the context. But like, would I have Westbrook in a playoff series over Curry? Like, no, obviously not.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I don't know if Chain
Okay.
wanted to answer that as well.
no, that's a that's a good question. I don't know. I would like. I
We're
mean,
a podcast, bro. You can't get we
That's
can't
a
say
good
Hammer.
answer. That's a good answer.
I don't know. It's not. Is a great answer, but yeah, I mean, I think Westbrook, Curry wouldn't be able to. I don't think if he was on the Thunder that year, I don't think he like the Thunder
No, we
would
don't make the
win
playoffs.
Yeah,
47 to
it's a different
35.
skill set. Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, Westbrook's also like I think his ability to drive like downhill, like and he like dominates the game a lot better. He plays with the ball in his hands a lot more than Curry does. I have Curry's. I mean, one of Curry's MVPs I have pretty high. So
Of course,
I'll
yeah,
explain why I think that is high. But that also has a lot of him playing off the ball, which is why I don't think he would be that good if he had to carry a team himself.
yeah. But that season, Westbrook, bro, I'll talk about it more when I have him. But you have to, if you look at his percentages that year compared to every year, it was like God came and like blessed his 3 point jump shot, bro. It was like he was like a
Mid
29% 3 point shooter every year except for that season. She was 36% on volume. It
mid
was
range
so
was
weird.
His free throws were like 85% or something
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like he just wanted to prove a point.
his mid range is
Okay.
crazy.
Yeah. So Nanda, we're at 10, I believe.
10, I have 2011, 2012 LeBron. Um, it's not his best MVP season. I think it's his third best season.
Mhm.
Still, great player, all that stuff. It's LeBron, bro. He's
LeBron, yeah.
arguably the GOAT. Like,
I should
nothing
probably have
gets
that
it.
higher. You're right.
Yeah.
At 10, I have 2017, 2018 Harden. I think this is probably like one of the best like offensive seasons like ever. Like 30 points per game, like almost 9 assists per game, scoring champion. The Rockets also won like 65 or 66 games that year.
Mhm.
Again, like the only thing that holds me back, I think, from putting players and when we're doing rankings, even if it's like MVP or player rankings, I think there needs to be some sort of defense played, even if it's like 25%. And this season, I mean, I think the steals average was there, but that's just him kind of camping out in passing lanes. But I think zero defense was played by him this year. So if even like 10% was played, he would be a little higher than 10 for me.
To be fair, bro, that guy was probably gassed. He's
That is
he's
very
doing
true.
everything.
Yeah.
He is
I
doing
mean,
everything. But
at
bro,
some
he was
point,
a straight cone on defense. You could just run right past him and he
Yeah,
wouldn't move.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, but at some point, if your offense is so good, like, does defense really
Where is the
matter, dude?
defense? Yeah.
Yo,
Like,
his defense
offense
is
is so much more valuable than, like, defense, though. I don't
yeah,
know.
definitely. So we're at 9 right now.
Yeah.
Uh, this is where I think this is like the next tier of MVPs for me. Damn, I'm gonna make a little switch here. I'm gonna go 16, 17 Westbrook at 9. I used to be. I mean, I was obviously a fucking Thunder fan. I used to believe this was like one of the greatest of all time seasons, but there's been a couple seasons that have passed this one. But I think Thunder fans in general, like when we watched the season, there was no hope going into it. I fully expected like a 20-win season, expected to be sad. I didn't really experience. We didn't Thunder fans didn't really experience too much losing up to that point. It was like Westbrook and KD kind of carrying us to like the conference finals and we lose, or we go to or we like conference finals lose like that. I mean, just coming off like the 3-1 choke to the Warriors, having seen KD just leave to the Warriors, like all we wanted to see was Westbrook stay. Honestly, as long as he stayed, it was fine. But the the clutch moments led the league in fourth quarter scoring that year. The 3 point shooting. There's so many memorable games I can recollect off the top of my head. Like he had 57 against the Magic, the 42-point triple double against the Nuggets to seal Oscar's record. Like even I know we're not doing the playoffs, but even in the playoffs, we outscored the Rockets by 15 points whenever Westbrook's on the court. We got outscored by 57 when Westbrook's off the bench. Westbrook on the bench. It was just like such a dichotomy in terms of how bad and how good we were. Like true value, I think this was like we were a 47 win team that season. I think we would have been like 10 wins. Like we would have been approaching like the 11 Bobcats with how bad we would have been without him.
Yeah,
That's not a bad argument. Yeah.
I agree with that, but, like, just the removing the player off, like, that team is built around Westbrook, though. Like,
It wasn't, bro. That team was built
uh,
around Westbrook and KD, and KD left. It was like that team had no shooters. Like if you're building a team off Westbrook needs shooters. Then we lost Morrow that offseason too. Think about how many times he passed to how many times he passed to Roberson in the corner. Roberson got a My Team gold card with a 93 because he had like a 4 for 4 3 one game. It was, watching
he
the
went
season.
4 for 4. Damn, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know he had that in him. Okay.
17% from the free throw line. That fucker.
Okay.
Sorry. Continue.
All right, yeah. Number 9, I have 2025, 2026, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Phenomenal season. I think this is the season where he truly carried the Thunder. J-Dub was out. Chet is just Chet sometimes.
That was Chet was good. Chet was good.
Yeah, but he's not always consistent.
Yeah, no.
And I think he truly lived up to the MVP. Like he was clutch player of the year last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he had those iconic moments, and he delivered. So and he was a one seed too. So I value that pretty highly.
Yeah.
We're at 9, right?
Yeah.
9, I have 2018, 2019 Giannis. I think this is like the season where he went from like being like an all-star superstar, like kind of into like top 5 best player of the league kind of conversations. Again, like I kind of also took into account who like they beat out in the MVP race to get like the MVP as well. And this was against Harden, like you guys said. Harden averaged like 36 a game. So, I mean, if you're beating out somebody that's having 36 points a game, your overall impact for your team definitely got to be really, really up there. I mean,
Mhm.
Giannis's defense was crazy this season too. I think he made an all defensive team if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
yeah, of course.
Yeah, and that the next year, obviously, he won Defensive Player of the Year. So,
Mhm.
like, it's just like kind of the season before he really became like. I mean, this was a season where he was probably like the best player in the league, but this kind of
Yeah.
put him in the conversation consistently to being a top 3 player every single season after.
Yeah. This was definitely like the weird era where like everyone knew LeBron wasn't the best player in the league anymore, and we were like trying to find a way to like crown a new one. And then
Yeah.
like I think Giannis just like that season just like took it. Yeah.
Yep.
I definitely should have had him higher.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're at 8 right now.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, 8 I have 13, 14 Kevin Durant.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh, this was honestly, dude, this would have been way higher if like 24 and 25 Shea didn't exist because he had the mark for like the greatest 30-point scoring season of all time, 30 points per 32 points a game on 60% true shooting. But honestly, like watching him that season was like it was like mind blowing, bro. It was like watching a player do that at that size just made no sense to me because I don't think we had seen that at that point. Like we'd seen Dirk, we'd seen like Kevin Garnett, but it was so much more stationary with them. But this guy was like hezzy tween pull up, like it was like so much perimeter game for and he like pretty much carried us that season because Westbrook missed most of the year, Ibaka missed most of the year. He pretty much put us on his back this year. A lot of Thunder fans forget that season just because of what happened after, but like this is truly one of the most memorable seasons of me being a Thunder fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Durant was crazy that year.
Mhm.
At 8, I have 2009, 2010 LeBron James. Um, crazy statistical. Aashrith is like, oh my god, he's stunned right now. Okay. I
Dude.
I have
Okay.
I have I have LeBron there. Crazy statistical year. 60 wins on that shitty Cavs team. So respect to him, man. Like, but I don't think it compares. It does compare to the other teams on this list, but like,
Have you
I
said
just
Embiid yet?
no. I
Damn.
love I love that Embiid season,
Yeah.
dude. I
Fair enough.
freaking love that season.
Fair enough.
So I'm gonna keep LeBron right here. I think the other guys are just slightly better than this one,
Uh-huh.
though.
We're at 8, right?
Yeah.
I have 2020, 2021 Jokic at
Okay.
8.
Okay.
I
Okay.
think like kind of like my argument with Giannis this season before. Like I think this is also the season where like people were like, "Oh, is it Jokic? Is it Embiid?" I think kind of Jokic like took that crown this year. He was like, "I'm like the best like offensive big man in basketball. Like everything like the Nuggets do revolve around me." They won what 47 games this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the three
So
seed.
I mean, it was like they had a really good season, and even in the playoffs too. Like I know we're not counting playoffs, but that was like he played extremely well. Like the team wasn't really good too, and he had to carry like the whole burden of like them like throughout the whole season. So it was just a dominant season by him overall. And I think didn't that wasn't the full season. They didn't have a full season that year, right?
Was that the COVID year? Yeah.
It was a COVID year, so they played like
Was
10
that
less.
like 72 games? I don't
It was a
know.
72 game. So I think
70
if they
something, yeah.
played,
Yeah.
yeah, if they played like the full season, I think the win total would be a little bit higher as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. A good
Okay.
point. I actually forgot about that when I thought about where how many wins he had. But yeah, definitely a great Jokic year. So we're on number 7.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where the first of the Shea years of 24, 25 Shea. Um, one of the most efficient, the second most efficient guard scoring season of all time. 68 wins. It was we. I think we won the West by 17 games. If if you eliminated all the Thunder wins by less than double digits, we still win the West. That was a crazy year. It felt like no game was going to be close. And I mean, anyone who knew me, we had the podcast this year. I don't think that there was not a single point in my mind that I doubt we are going to win the championship that season. It was all
Mhm.
because of him. So yeah, I'll have that Shea year at 7.
Okay. For me, at 7, I have 2014 Kevin Durant.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the first MVP seasons I really remember watching,
Mm-hmm.
and he was just on another level. I remember Westbrook was injured for a majority of that season, right?
Yeah.
So he carried the Thunder that year. I forget what seed they were, but he
We
was he was a leading scorer that year. Like he second, okay.
Mhm.
He was absurd, man. It was just a different level of scoring that I've never seen.
Mhm.
I have KD a little bit higher, but
Mhm.
at number 7, I have 2023, 2024 Jokic. I think this was this. I think this season was better than the season I said before. So obviously,
Yeah.
gotta put it higher. Again, like kind of the same thing. Like this was another year where he was literally like the best offensive player and offensive center that there was. Everything the Nuggets do consistently go around him. I think this past year was probably like the first time where you saw like certain small weaknesses in Jokic's game, and those fully came on the defensive end and him just getting gassed like at certain points of the game, and that really has nothing to do with his offense, and those have been flaws throughout his whole career. So I think this is like his best offensive season, and I think I'll put that at 7.
Yeah, and I have it at 6. So I don't have it too much higher. This was the year where I truly felt like he was like the best player in the game. He was like controlling like everything on offense, just like he did in the previous seasons. But it felt like a new level. He's never been a one seed, but he was tied with us for the one seed that year, so like close enough. And I don't know. It almost felt inevitable. Like he really developed that like sort of like that 2 foot, 3 foot like baby hook that like just always went in. Like it was he elevated Aaron Gordon to like Aaron Gordon shot like 50% from three that year. Like he like
Really,
is from the corner. So like he really maximized Aaron Gordon's game. He like I don't know. It was one of the more dominant offensive
He
seasons I've
got
ever seen.
Christian Braun a $125
Dead
million
ass. Honestly,
contract.
I forgot about that.
that's
I think
crazy.
he actually signed the contract
Mhm,
after that year,
mhm.
if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, you're right.
That's crazy.
So yeah, that's a good pick.
Okay, we're doing number 6.
Yeah, we're at
Yep.
6.
For 6, I have 2022, 2023 Joel Embiid. Like I said earlier, I love the
James, that's
season.
nice.
I love the season so much. Just a two-way monster, man. Like offense, defense, everything. And he was like, I know he played 66 games, but like for Embiid, that's like playing
It's a
82
lot.
games. You know
Yeah.
that's insane. You know, and the Sixers were great that year. So I just love the season so much. I really love two-way players, man. If you're dominant on both ends, it's just a different level of basketball.
Yeah. What seed were the Sixers that year? The second seed, third seed?
The
Mhm.
Sixers were the 3 seed that year.
Three
Not
seed.
bad. Not bad. Yeah, valid. We're at 6, right?
Yeah.
6, I have 2024, 2025 Shea.
Mhm.
I think like statistically speaking, this is his better season. Like I said, like when I mentioned the 2025, 2026 season, um, he was the first player to average 30 plus while shooting 50% from the field, 5 plus rebounds, 5 plus assists, like 1.5 steals, and like one plus block a game. I don't like defensively too that season. He was like pretty elite on the perimeter. Like I think that was also the year where like we're not counting playoffs, but like that's the year where the Thunder beat us in the playoffs, and I don't think I've ever seen somebody just take control of the last like 4 minutes of a game when like I'm talking about I think it was game 4 of the series.
The
Nikhil
game where,
Alexander
like, your role
Walker and
players try to, like, go band for band with Shea and J-Dub?
literally the whole team played the best basketball game they could ever play, and I've just single-handedly saw this man drop 14 points in like 3 minutes, and I was like, I don't know what else you can really do. And I saw him do that like 20 different times during the regular season. So I think he was just that dominant this season, and they won 68 games, so you
Mhm,
can't beat that.
mhm.
Okay,
Wait,
fair.
we're on 5, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yes.
so at number 5, I have 2019, 2020 Giannis. MVP Defensive Player of the Year. I mean, this is the I think the most dominant two-way season on
Hmm.
this list. Do I think he deserved the Defensive Player of the Year over Paul George? Maybe not, but but
He
but
did.
I,
He did deserve it.
but I mean, 1 seed, 56 wins that year. I think this was wait, why is no, this wasn't a shortened year, but was it a shortened year or yeah, this was also a shortened year because of COVID, right? Or am I?
This was a year before. This was like the year
This was
before
the year
COVID.
COVID happened, right?
Yeah, and then the Jokic year was the year after,
The
but
year
the
after COVID. So
bubble
both
was
these
They're
years
still
were like
cut
the kind
off.
of shortened, right? Yeah.
yeah, the bubble went
Yo,
into the summer, so they needed more time in the off season, so they shortened the season, I think.
Giannis is a short and scene merchant, bro. He only does stuff in his shortened season. Okay.
Yeah, wait, good point, bro.
Even his ring was like all those injuries were because of the shortened season, dude.
Yeah,
I've been on this.
yeah. Short season merchant.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, MVP defense player is gonna be hard for me to not put this in the top five.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair. I have a number 5, 2023-2024 Jokic.
Yeah,
Um, I think it's his winning season, right? Like
yeah.
57 wins, almost a triple double, like insane statistical numbers. And like offensively, like I haven't seen a player like him, like just dominating every aspect of offense, scoring, playmaking, everything is just through Jokic. So
Hmm.
Hmm.
he deserves it.
Yeah. We're at five.
Yeah,
Five, I have 2013, 2014 KD.
yeah.
I think like he basically almost averaged 50, 40, 90 this year, and
Mhm.
he averaged 32 points a game. I like think that's crazy. Averaging 32 points per game on 50% shooting from the field. Like he averaged 39% from three, 1% away from 40%, and like 88% from the free throw line. Like that amount of points at that efficiency, like that's literally the definition of like taking the shots that he knows he can make like consistently. So and he did it for like I don't remember exactly how many games he played that season, but I'm pretty sure he was available for like 80% to 85% of that season as well. So
Hmm.
that's where I'll put him.
Yeah. At four, I have 2009, 2010 LeBron. This is my second personally my ooh maybe my third favorite LeBron season. I guess 2018 is just like the iconic one,
That's a pinnacle.
but we have I think we all have one a bit higher. Well, like one LeBron season very high on this list. But this to me was like the coming out party. I mean, I obviously was a bit too young to fully like grasp how insane the season was in the moment, but carrying that like terrible ass Cavs team to 61 wins in that at that point, bro, the East was like super loaded, and he was able to kind of backpack them to the one seed on pretty much on his own, and it was like truly on both ends. Like people forget how insane a defender like young LeBron really was. So yeah, I mean, like I think this was his second best MVP season ever, and I'll have it top four.
Okay. At number 4, I don't know if you guys are gonna like this, but I have 2017-2018 James Harden.
That's nuts. That's crazy.
I know you guys are freaking out, but I think
This
you
is
guys you
I
guys
don't
you guys need to contextualize this, right? This is the same season where you have the Golden State Warriors with KD, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson,
yeah.
Draymond Green, and Harden won 7 more games more than them. He was the 1 seed, and he was the number one option on that team. And all these top MVPs were in seasons where there was no question of who the MVP was. And no, his second competition was like Kawhi and like I think
LeBron.
LeBron, but LeBron was a force. No one took him seriously that year.
Oh, I thought
Um,
LeBron should have won MVP that year, bro.
Dude,
That
but
no,
I think getting the 1 seed over the Warriors is more impressive than what LeBron did getting the 4 seed in the East that year.
nah, but
That being said, the play getting that team to the finals, I
LeBron,
think it's a top one accomplishment. Okay, I'm
yeah.
not diminishing LeBron, but I just think like being better than that Warriors team, the greatest team of all time, I think, and being the 1 seed, I think is just an insane accomplishment, man. I think you
The
guys are underrating that too much.
the Rockets, pretty sure the Rockets played the Wolves in the playoffs that year. Like we were the eighth seed. We got Harden absolutely cooked
Yeah,
us.
yeah. They should have won against the Warriors. I think that series was rigged, but
Yeah.
rigged
that's a
is
different topic.
crazy. No one told him to miss 27 threes, bro.
Bro, were you watching that game?
Yes,
Those
they missed
27
27 in a row.
those 27 threes, at least 5 of them he made, but they waved it off because of a BS foul, bro. Trust me, I
Dude,
was watching that game, bro.
dude, we
I'm
were
not
all
even
watching that game.
I'm not even one of the like the NBA's rigged people. Like I was watching the like Spurs Thunder series. I was like, whatever. It's like stupid calls. But like this one, I was like genuinely like I feel bad for Harden, dude. I felt like so much. I was gonna cry for Harden, bro.
For context, Nanda 100% is one of those NBA's rigged people, by the way.
No, bro. What? What?
Nanda is like
NBA
the
is rigged against the Knicks,
tinfoil
man.
hat.
Wait, okay, but like in the finals, it was like rigged against the Knicks, bro. Come on, like getting Cat out 2 fouls in the first 2 minutes. Like, come on,
Right. Rigged against team the 1 and 5. Whatever. Continue. All right,
all
Chayton.
right, bro.
Who's your
Oh
four?
yeah. You were four.
Yeah.
At four, I have 2019, 2020 Giannis.
Yes.
I said it a couple times on the pod before. I'm a huge fan of this season, especially like winning MVP and Defensive Player of the Year in the same season. Like, I think that's just crazy. Like, pretty impressive. So I think four is the right place. He also almost averaged 30 a game this season
Mm-hmm.
too. So he did it on both ends.
All right. We're in the top three.
Hmm.
And this is where I have 25-26 Shea Gilgeous-Alexander at number 3.
Okay.
Is like one of the, I think this is the best. No, like this is the best human offensive season. We're gonna get to a LeBron season later, but this is like this is the best human offensive season on this list. Like he averaged again the points per game are a bit lower than his 24 season, but the fact that a perimeter player who depends on contested layups and contested mid range jump shots can shoot 55% from the field in a season. And again, we give KD a lot of plaudits for going like 50, like 39, whatever, 88. I believe Shea this year was actually the 3-point numbers kind of took a little dip from the last month, but for the majority of the season, he was 55, 37, 89. Uh, this was the year he really added that 3-point arsenal, the 3 straight game winners. He was the clutch player of the year. He had like the most clutch points in the season. And we barely played any clutch games. We just whenever we needed him to be clutch, he was instantly clutch. And
Mhm.
yeah, it was a tough playoffs against the Spurs, but again, the whole season was just mired by injury. We had no J Dub, no AJ Mitchell. Kaysen missed a bit of time. Chet missed a bit of time. iHeart missed. We played 24 and 25 with like a random ass play. We had Caruso at center for 10 regular season games. So just a lot of like I guess the physical defense takes a toll. We get mired by injuries a lot, but just Shea is like the consistent offensive like metronome for this team that sort of like just propels us to wins every single year.
Okay,
It's a good take.
that's a good argument.
Yeah.
At 3, I have 2019, 2020 Giannis.
Mm,
Um, like winning MVP is impressive on its own. Winning defensive player is impressive on its own. But doing this, both of them in the same year is like unreal.
mm-hmm,
Yeah.
So that's just a different level of dominance. I just like I said, I keep saying over and over again, I love two-way players, and if you're able to dominate
Mhm.
on both ends, like you're essentially a perfect player.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Agreed. I think two-way players are slowly. I think they were
I'm
slowly
back.
fading out. I think nowadays, like the teams slowly kind of need two-way wing. So I
Mm-hmm,
kind of like
Yeah, yeah.
defense is coming back. But three for me, I have '09, 2010 LeBron.
mm-hmm,
Kind of same argument that you Ashrit and Nanda both made before. Carrying like that Cavs team to like 61 wins, I think is pretty impressive. Like that team was pretty dog shit in my opinion. I don't really think like I don't remember more than like two players from that team off the
Boobie
top of my
Gibson.
head. And
Don't sleep on
even
Mo
if I sat
Williams, bro.
down, huh?
Does leave Mo
Don't
Williams.
sleep on Mo Williams, bro. Come on, dude.
My
Mo
bad,
Williams
bro.
doesn't ball.
Three players. Now I know three players. So yeah, W ball knowledge now. But yeah, I think just that was an overall impressive feat. And it was only like his sixth or seventh year in the league too. So like
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty crazy.
We have the same. I think I was the same top two.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
this was good. This is gonna be the obvious top two. Just I think it's just a matter of what order we have them in. But I have a 2015, 2016 Steph at number 2. Um, just the honestly, this made me like want to quit watching basketball. I'm not gonna lie. Like this is just like this is just painful. Like it was like just no one could guard him, bro. 400 threes. I didn't even think that was possible. It was he truly like changed what basketball is like played like. Like I know people like to say, "Oh, D'Antoni, 7-second offense." No, this guy like made young people who were like not as tall want to learn to shoot the ball. This guy birthed Trey Young. This guy birthed Damian Lillard's sort of range. Like he created a whole new prototype for point guards with the season, and like we're only doing the regular season, so 73 wins. I mean, it was just
Mhm.
truly all on him. So yeah,
Yeah.
this is where I have Steph.
Yeah, I think being the number one option on the greatest regular season team of all time is just automatically puts you up there.
Mm-hmm.
Iconic season. I
Mm-hmm.
know, like just points, rebounds, assists. It may not be compared to the other MVP seasons, but he's the
Context.
greatest shooting season of all time. So many clutch moments, just winning over and over and over again. Like it has to be number two for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's also number two for me. We all have the same number one then.
Yeah.
But I think he shot 45% from three that year, I think.
45% on volume, bro. He's shooting like 14
And
threes a game.
and making 402 threes in a season is actually I don't I'm not sure who's gonna catch that or even get. When's the last time somebody made 400 threes in a season?
No one. He's the only one.
Oh god dang.
Yeah.
Con Kunapil next.
Nah, bro.
Honestly, this one,
Not,
bro.
not next season.
Yeah, not
Not
next
next
season.
season.
Uh,
But yeah.
yeah. Number one. I mean, to me, the greatest basketball season from the greatest basketball player of all time. Nanda may disagree. Nanda's like a
No,
Nanda's like an old head, bro. For some reason,
I'm
like
not an
thinks
old head.
Jordan's the goat. Weird guy,
How is
but
that weird, bro? That's
but
like literally the popular opinion.
no, it's
Yeah,
not.
I mean,
Yes, it is.
it is the
Wrong.
second most, like it's like one or two most second
Yeah,
popular
what the
opinion
hell?
that
That's
there
like
is.
It's wrong.
okay,
Uh,
bro.
but this is where I have 12-13 LeBron. Just the fact that he went 57% from the field and 40% from three, bro. What a
Like 40
random like blip in his
Yeah,
crazy.
career where he just started like lighting it up from three.
Hmm.
And he was this the year he should have also won Defense Player of the Year, or am I tripping?
I guess you could argue he should have, but like it was like
He did all
two different groups that voted like all NBA and then Defense
Oh no,
Player of the
I'm
Year.
not even talking about. Forget the fact that Marcus All won. I just thought he should have won the award. Like like
I just
he
think
was the only player I think ever. Maybe Draymond has an argument, but only player ever who like was truly guarding 1 through 5. Like he
yeah.
shut out Derrick Rose, and then he would also like he was in the low post against like the Spurs' best center. So it's like truly like he's like a chess piece you could play everywhere while also being the number one offensive option on honestly one of the greatest regular season teams ever too. Like they won 33 straight games that year.
yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't tapped into 2013 Marcus Gasol defensive highlights, but I think centers have a higher defensive value. They're more valuable as good defenders than guards or forwards in general.
Mhm.
But yeah, 2013 LeBron, I think probably the greatest player I've seen in my eyes, except maybe 2018 playoff LeBron. But I think rather regular season wise, he's the best player I've seen. You know, every dominating literally every facet of basketball, playmaking, shooting, rebounding, defense, interior defense, like everything he had locked down. So
Mhm.
he's number one.
Yeah. I think that 40% three is like a really like big jumps out on paper to me. Like they, like you said, like kind of like flipped his whole like offensive like career. Like now he's people expect him to be in Philly like a spot up shooter. So like I don't think you like 10 years ago, 15, 12, like when you thought LeBron was coming in the league, he would at the end of his career transition into being a spot up shooter. So I think that was a season where he kind of became confident in his three ball and made all defensive team too. So I think that's impressive. All they won 33 in a row. I thought it was like 20 something.
I think they set the all-time record for wins in a row that season.
I thought it was like
33 is a
20
number
something.
I have in my head, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, it might be 33. I thought it was like 20 something,
Yeah,
but
sure.
it's still
Let's
very,
call it
very
let's call it
impressive.
25 plus.
Who did they lose to?
It was the
Uh,
Bulls. I was watching it. I was eating at Cece's Pizza and I was watching that game, and they lost.
The Cece's Pizza in North Brunswick?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
yeah,
Shout out.
I know
yeah.
the place is closed down now.
Yeah, yeah.
That place used to be gas though.
I want to give an honorable mention MVP, Aashrith in rec basketball. He
Yeah,
carried that
dude.
team.
Oh, and no one talks about
Yes,
how great I
sir.
was that year, bro. We were 1-11,
He was a
but
legend, bro. He was a legend.
I averaged 25 points a game.
Damn,
Okay,
20,
that's crazy. That's actually crazy.
yeah, 25 is kind of crazy. But yeah, that's all we have for you guys today for this episode. Shout out Nanda for the dub idea for doing the ranking MVPs and
Double list, but double
appreciate
idea.
you for hopping on. Hopefully we can get you back on for another episode.
Yep.
But until then, follow us on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok at Off the Dribble Pod, and we will see you guys next episode. Peace.
Thank you.